The speculation was fueled the last time by people's ability to use their family home as an ATM machine. So let's look at the last time, right? There was a boom in 2001, 2, 3, 4. Pretty much from the time the SSIA has come out, which I think was 2004. There was a boom up then until 2007. And what happened was the banks were lending money. They were lending 80% mortgage, 90% mortgage, 92% mortgage, 100% mortgage, 105% mortgage, 110% mortgage, because they were given different things, all sorts of stuff, right? And the interest rates were lower and getting lower and lower and lower all the time, right? So it was fueled, the speculation was fueled the last time by people's ability to use their family home as an ATM machine. So basically they could just remortgage and remortgage and remortgage. Now I'm going to say something here that's very controversial, right? Give dumb people money and they will do dumb things, right? So if you give a guy that's been on 30 or 40 grand a year for his whole life, if you give him, thank you for the loves there guys, yeah? If you give a guy that's been on 30 or 40 grand a year for his whole life and you give him the ability to access 100 grand, he's gonna waste that. End of story, right? That is the absolute long and the short of it, and that's what happened. Speculation was fueled. Doodads, as they were called. The apartment in Bulgaria, as I use the example. The mobile home, the this, the that, the brand new car every year. You know, it was just crazy, right? And we all knew that the music was going to stop one day because things were getting, the market was getting hotter and hotter and hotter all the time, right? So eventually it was going to implode, right? We heard these terms, ghost estates, you know, because you could buy a house off the plans, and before it was even the work started, it was worth 50 grand more, right? So they just kept building and building and building. Then all of a sudden things stopped and we got left with all these additional units, right? The credit crunch happened because what was happening in Ireland was happening on a grander scale everywhere else, because people were just speculating and speculating, and debt became a commodity. So when you borrowed money from the bank, that was a mortgage to you. It was a lifelong commitment, but that mortgage became something that could be sold, and it just all became fake, and it escaped from reality. The reality was just too much, right? Then it crashed, right?